everyone, this is Kanak. So we have learned how to change the background, in Google, Roman numerals, what are they, invention of number 0, changing, cursor thickness and all those things. Many interesting topics, right? Today I'm back with another interesting topic, invention of pencil, which is used by us in our daily lives. Do you want to know how it's invented? You know the pencil, what is it, uses and all those things. But some of the people don't know how it's invented. So even I'm excited to learn. Let's get started. Let's start the journey of learning. So first of all, we all know pencil lids are made of graphite. Graphite was discovered in Borrowdale, England in early 1500s. Let me tell you this. We know there's always a story behind something, and there is also a story how pencil was invented. So first let me tell you the story. One fine day the locusts saw uprooted trees, so they came across a dark hole-like thing underneath them. And the dark hole-like thing used some look somehow. I'll show it to you right now. 1 second. I will show you in the next slide. So that it would look like very darkish, solid thing. Then they started discussing, and the first person says that, interesting. We can use this to mark our sheep with like A, B, C, so that we don't forget the sheep, which is, suppose there are two persons who have sheep. So they don't get misconfused or some misunderstanding happens. So they can mark, right, like A, B and C. Let me show it to you. So this is the dark hole-like thing which they found, and they plan to mark it like A, B and C. Yeah. So, okay, we understand. But isn't it something weird? A solid thing leaving its color behind. How can this happen? Actually, this is a very interesting, part. Let us find out. This is a very, beautiful property of the graphite, that it is made up of layers of carbon atoms. These look like flat sheets on top of each other, connected with bonds which are kind of weak. Yeah. So when you drag a piece of graphite on the paper, it leans. Yes, it leans and leaves its color behind. So you know that when people got to know about these graphite, it was messy. They got to know it was messy in use. So what did they do? They used a string or a cloth to cover the graphite in a pencil shape, as you can see it here. Yes, they used it. But who came up with the idea of covering it with wood? It is believed that an Italian couple came up with the idea in 1560s. However, late in 1795, an officer named Nicholas J. Conte came up with what we see as model pencils today. So basically, the idea was by the Italian couple, the production and all was by an army officer, Nicholas J. Conte. The process which he followed was really simple. He roasted a mixture of water, clay and graphite at 1900 degree Fahrenheit and encased a small wooden cover over it, so that it could be, settled. But what's the use of this mixture when graphite works so well? The mixture helped them to create pencils, and this is how the HB scale was invented. Yeah, this is true. Let me show you some pictures. This is the HB scale, and HB stands for what? H stands for hard and B stands for black. And do you know the word graphite is derived from the word graphene, which means to write? Yes. So we learned how pencil was invented. There were many there were three stages basically. First, in the first part, it was like the sorcerers of the local village found graphite, Then they used it to mark sheep and many different uses they must have done. Then they thought to use it as a pencil. So they covered it with a paper or a cloth. Yeah, not paper, cloth or string. Then finally in 1560 or somehow there, a Italian couple, introduced the idea. The production and all was done by whom? Nicholas Jakes Conti. And then after that, finally we find the model pencils which we use now. So it was really interesting. I hope you understood how it was done. It was really amazing. Thank you and goodbye.